we hope. I don't seem to have... It's not up on the screen, so... A lot of lag, I guess? Buffering? Alright. Okay, tags are not right, because the tags are never right. Why would the tags be right? Have they ever been right in the past? Even one time? No. No, they have not. So give me a second here. Nope, that's not how you spell that. Da-da, da-da-da-da. Oh, right. Well, I mean, I got fingers crossed. I don't know how great this connection is. So, we're hoping, like, there's buffering on my end, so that's not very good. Hopefully there's not buffering on anybody's end out there. And who are we going to play as? Oh god, that's a lot of buffering. Us, Kronos! Pleasure to see you as always. I hope that you are doing exceptionally well today. I hope that life is treating you very, very gently. We've got like almost a minute lag. So, you know, I'm guessing that the connection is not super great, but it is a pleasure to see you. Any exciting news in the last week since I have not been streaming? My exciting news is I'm in Tokyo now. It's quite a bit of buffer in the first minute, but it seems to have stabilized. That makes me very happy to hear. Hopefully it will continue to be stable. Stable, as the French would say. But yeah, like I got this new connection, and I thought it was gonna be like fiber optic, and it's just it's like a Wi-Fi AirPod. So I'm got my toes crossed as to it being actually good enough to stream off of. I mean, I told the lady when we were setting up, you know, actually getting a provider all set, that I do streaming, and I do online gaming, so I need kind of something that's a bit robust. Yeah, maybe this will be robust enough, I don't know. As I said, the toes, they are crossed. I'm not cross. I mean, I am cross. There's an awful lot to be cross about in the world right now, like just amazingly huge amounts of things to be cross about in the world right now, but you know, on a purely personal level, you know, things are okay, mostly. I still gotta get a job sorted, so that's not, you know, that's not great, but maybe I might get a job at an arcade, which seems like it would be one of those really stereotypical jobs for me, but you know, we'll do it. And nothing expected on my end. Did the raffle stuff then put out something else an hour ago? I saw both the raffle stuff and the something else that you put out an hour ago, and they're both very, very nice. Once again, I did not succeed at your raffle, but someday I will. Wahahaha. That was my attempt at a villainous laugh. It didn't really work out, but you know, I gotta get practice makes perfect, right? You know, first you don't succeed, you cackle again. I think that's how that works. Not 100% sure. Minute that it was previously. Although I don't know if that's 20 seconds on my end or if that's 20 seconds on anybody else's end. We'll find out, I suppose. How bad could it possibly get? Hopefully not bad enough for me to actually have to deal with the company again, because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to. It seems like it would be a big old pain in the behind. And I need exactly 0% pains in the behind. Oh, I should pay attention to the actual game and not to the laptop. I think that would probably be the right choice. Although I wonder how much easier Afterbirth Plus is gonna be since I've been playing Repentance recently. Why are you so bad? I noticed watching YouTube too, like the video quality was not fantastic. So I wonder if I'm gonna have to have words with SoftBank. I hope not. That would be annoying as hell. I've got other things I need to be doing. Although I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, I have had crap dealings with SoftBank in the past, so... Alright, we're down to 6 seconds. 6 seconds with periodic buffering. The webcam probably uses up some additional bitrate as well. Also, hi! Ludo, it is a pleasure to see you as always. Very, very good to see you. I hope that you are well. I hope that life is treating you pretty gentle. I'm probably not going to be doing a lot of the webcam in the future. I just figured, you know, because it's the first stream from Tokyo, and you know, maybe it would be nice to cam it up a little bit. But you're probably right. I imagine that the webcam is eating up a little bit of the available whatever flow. Ooh, I like it. I will take this Guppy's Paw. I will take this Guppy's Paw. I will keep it as my own. I didn't want to telepills. Did I? Maybe I did. We should probably enjoy the Guppy on Afterbirth Plus while we can, because the poor Gupster has been nerfed, and pretty severely nerfed in Repentance. Guppy is no longer a almost guaranteed win. How's the plague situation over there, if you don't mind talking about that? It is crap! I mean, I don't mind talking about it, and I'll try to keep the heat down to a minimum, because I know that when we talk about COVID and the handling of COVID, that folks can get justifiably hot. Let's try to keep that down, but yeah, no, we're handling the plague as badly as we were when we first started handling the plague. Vaccine rollout is complete trash. Very few people have gotten the vaccines. There's not been like a huge amount of great communication as to who's supposed to be getting the vaccines. They wanted to give the vaccines to Olympic athletes before anybody else. I think that plan got shot down. In fact, we might not have the Olympics. Also, yes, Ludo, they did nerf Guppy. It's not a fly spawned on every tier anymore, or every hit. It's a % chance of a fly being spawned on every hit. So the few times that I've had Guppy, I've never gotten the massive fly cloud that is a hallmark of a good tiers run Guppy. The closest that I've gotten was having Guppy and Mulligan at the same time, and it was close to old Guppy, but not quite there. They've made a lot of changes, and a lot of the old mainstay items have gotten nerfed. Do I want Book of Rev? I don't think I do. I think I want to stick with Guppy's Paw. Like, I think a lot of the old Blackheart producing items, like Maw of the Abyss, and Atem, I think either they don't produce Black Hearts anymore, or the % chance of them producing Black Hearts has gone down pretty severely. Maw of the Abyss doesn't have an associated damage up to it anymore. So that sucks. I'm trying to think, like, there's a huge amount of, like, run-winning items, and I think that they don't want people to just steamroll the game, or just be able to steamroll runs anymore. But it kind of does suck a little bit. I have been enjoying Repentance, though. Like, Repentance is... It's tough. And I think, honestly, I think the boss fight that came over from Afterbirth, I don't think it's a particularly good boss fight. Due in part to some of the changes that they needed to do to that fight, but the brand new alt path for like the true ending of the game, and it's actually really cool. Like, that boss fight is pretty slick. It's very nicely designed. It's very good looking. There's actually some pretty good music during it. The pre-boss fight, like, because you'll fight a boss. I don't know how spoiler heavy we want to get. I don't mind being all spoilers all the time, but I know that, Ludo, that you probably haven't played it yet. But you'll have to fight like a boss before you fight the real deal true boss. And that boss has got like a really banging track. I didn't really think I would ever say that about Ridiculon's music, because I know we've talked about it before, but I find Ridiculon's music to be very journeyman. It's okay. It's not bad, but it's not particularly great. But the track that they do for that pre-final boss fight is like actually really slick. It's I don't want to go so far as to say metal. I don't think it's metal exactly, but like it's very hard rock, slightly thrashy music with like, it's not really vocals, but it's stuff that's been taken from evangelical, like, preaching to kind of go with the theme of the fight, and it just sounds really cool. OG Isaac soundtrack was amazing, and I think that's part of the problem with how I kind of deal with Ridiculon's music, because had I'd never heard the OG soundtrack, or for that matter the Afterbirth soundtrack that Moodef put together, I probably would have been like, yeah, Ridiculon's, it's pretty good soundtrack. But stacking it up against the OG soundtrack, and it's like, yeah, it's not, you know, this doesn't. And the same with Meat Boy. Like, Meat Boy's soundtrack, the OG Meat Boy soundtrack is fabulous. It is just absolutely slapping. The Ridiculon version that they did for Super Meat Boy Forever, I think it was, whatever updated version that they put out on like Switch and PS4 and whatever, it's like, it's not. It's just very much not that soundtrack. There's no Ballad of the Burning Squirrel on it. But yeah, the Repentance has got, like, basically it's got two new paths. There's the one path that's straight from Afterbirth, basically. They've changed up a little bit on how you get the key pieces to continue on that path, but like, they changed the puzzle aspect of it, which I think that was a good change, to be perfectly honest. But otherwise, like, the floors are the same, how you access the floors are the same, the bosses are the same. And I like a lot of the bosses that Afterbirth brought. The alt path bosses, except for Scourge. I think Scourge is a bit of a lot, to be honest, but aside from Scourge, I think all the bosses are pretty cool from the Afterbirth. And then they've got this new secondary alt path that takes you to the true ending of the game. And actually, the true ending of the game is pretty cool. Like it puts a pretty good ribbon on the whole story. It's actually emotionally affecting, which not generally something I say about video games, to be honest. Us, Des, we are mostly set up. We're still trying to figure out, like, if this kind of connection that I've got set up now is going to be robust enough to continue streaming with it, or if I'm going to have to get some supplemental stuff for it. Out and about getting lunch. We'll be back in about 30 minutes or so. We will be here, Des. Please enjoy your lunch. I hope it is absolutely delicious and fabulous. Oh, Panda! Panda, it is wonderful to see you. It's wonderful to see everybody. I missed everybody last week. It was kind of hard not doing a stream. I'm very glad to be back online. I'm super glad. And say hello to Shriney for me as well. I hope that she is having a wonderful night. What floor is this? Okay, we could fight the boss. We could totally fight the boss right now. Get it out of the way. One interesting thing, Ludo, just to go briefly back to Repentance. Because the secondary alt path requires you to get out of the mom fight, because you need to use the Polaroid to open it up, or the negative. You can use the Polaroid or the negative to open it up. There's always a guaranteed full card on Depths 2 now, which means if you're really humming, that you've got a guaranteed way to cheese boss rush if your timing is right. So that's kind of cool, because it's always nice to get the boss rush and be like, I'm just going to take your item and leave. I don't even want to fuck around with you. Going to work early, gonna test drive a Mazda CX-5 in blue. Is the Mazda CX-5, is it a fancy car? I know nothing about cars, so I'm gonna guess fancy. Probably should go with... Why do I even want Child's Heart? Like, it's not... The only Child's Heart I need is the one I keep in a jar in my closet. I don't actually have a Child's Heart in a jar in my closet. Please don't call the police. Thank you very much. It's an SUV, so kind of fancy. Well, as long as it's not a Hummer. And I want to know what, like, marketing exec convinced them to call that car a Hummer. That, I mean, somebody had to have known, right? All I know about cars is they give me migraines when I ride them. That's a problem. That could be a severe issue. Depending on how non-car friendly your locale is. Got another 2 booked for Saturday. Just, like, do you just test drive for fun? Is that what you're doing? Because of its excellent singing voice. Of course. Yes. Hummers or bummers? I forget, Ludo, are we still going with the bit here, or... I'm not sure which kind you're talking about. Okay, maybe not severe as migraines. Probably, let's default to getting car sick for now. I mean, that's more than enough. Honestly, car sickness is not a whole lot of fun. I think my ex before Honey Bunny used to get car sick, but that was like 17 years ago, so I don't really remember. That just might be my brain misfiring on me. Hummers are military vehicle marketed to civilians, so that's a whole can of worms. Yes, you are not incorrect there. Twitch, why do you got a buffer on me? 'Cause oh shit! Hi. That's what we call paying attention in the business. I was paying attention. Whoops. Death sucks. Hierophant. Yeah, we'll take it, I guess. I don't know. How many spirit hearts are you gonna give me, game? Like, I need spirit hearts for other things? You know? Maybe? Just don't buffer. How about if we don't buffer? Is there a way on Twitch to just look at chat and not to actually look at the video? Users in chat, that's not it. Collapse, that's not it. I don't... Chat appearance? No, that's definitely not it. Oh, wait, that's not... There was nobody in chat. That was just a test by somebody named Kappa. Fudge. Why must you test me like this? Computer. Whatever. Whatever, I'll just have to refresh it periodically. That's just the way it's gonna be. I suppose. There was a network error. Please try again. Twitch, I hate you so much. I mean, for any number of reasons. Oh, crumbs, we missed our boss rush. That sucks. Well, that's whatever. We didn't need to flex by doing boss rush. It wasn't 100% necessary. Click here to reload player. I will do that thing, Twitch. Stop screwing with me. Ooh. Alright. Wait, why do I have 0% chances for boss rush? Oh, Alice! How you doing? I hope you're doing very, very well tonight. Or, well, this morning, for you. Because it is the morning. Oh, I know why. Because we never actually left. I thought we was on the depths, too. Wah, wah. That's fine. That's fine. Boss rush? Who needs to do boss rush? I don't need to do boss rush. No, I'm not a boss, actually. I'm very glad to hear that, Alice. I hope that you continue to be doing okay throughout the entire day. I wish I might have to change my telly setup. Not like right now, because obviously we're in the middle of something. See, if I put the telly on that side of the room, then I can actually show you the far more interesting side of my apartment than the one that you're actually able to see. Because all the stuff that looks like a home is on the other side. It's over there. Oh, by the way, because we keep on bouncing off and on of Repentance, Ludo, in Repentance now, the boss challenge rooms, you can't cheese them by just having spirit hearts. Like, you actually have to have half a heart. Period. Or they won't let you in. So I haven't been doing very many boss challenge rooms in Repentance. Particularly not the alt path boss challenge rooms, because some of the alt path bosses they're tough. I think, what's he called? Fanatic? He's like a souped up version of Haunt. And it's a pretty hard fight. I lost a pretty nice lost run to them. because I was like, oh yeah, I could do boss challenge room, whatever, no big deal. And it's like, yeah, well, maybe actually big deal. Oh, come on, Risco. Why would you do that? Those spikes were very easy to see. Alright, we got the Empress. I should probably actually take the left hand. We're only one away from Guppy. Might as well just revel in the Gup. Yeah, hi Brain Meats. And any time that you want to actually hook us up with language, I know it's tough. It's a big ask, but oh, Risco, fuck it. Just step on the spikes.
Puberty.
Do it. Touch the cow. Do it now. Or the spikes, quite possibly. Either of those would be fine. I need more spikes. Maybe that's something I do with my hair. I don't know, if I did spikies in my hair, it'd be giant. I would have, like, the most giant spikes in the world. Might be deleterious to actually getting a new job. Might. It's a big might. I don't know. You know, they might be okay with it. Like I said earlier in the episode, I'm gonna be applying for a job at a video arcade, I guess. Mostly because they had, like, a staff wanted. And daytime hours. I don't want this. This is trash. I want the new alt version of Apollyon. Because the new alt version of Apollyon is pretty fucking rockin'. And their special ability handles trash really, really well. PhD. Lemon party. Car battery? Sure, fuck it, why not? Why not? Nun's habit? I don't know. Chaos? No, we can't chaos because we'll never guppy if we chaos. Jar of flies. Oh, it looks so tempting, but well, fuck. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to. That didn't work out the way I wanted to at all. I am disappointed. This is me, filled with disappointment. I suppose if they're gonna be that way, it's... You know, what can you do? The game just wants to be a jerk like that sometimes. They better give me guppy, though, or else I'm gonna be really cross. They can't just gup tease us. Also, if I could not run into enemies? Mama! Oh my god, a mom that doesn't do contact damage. I totally forgot that was even a thing. Also, no mom's hands? How awesome is that? Mama! What do you want, Mom? Let's do dark side. We so seldom do dark side. Yeah, fuck it, why not? He said goat dog! He didn't actually say goat dog, he said ghost dog. Guppy. Not, in fact, I'm gonna take them both. I'm gonna be bold and wild. This is such a terrible idea, but I'm gonna do it anyways. But really, just if you wanted just to make me guppy, that would be... I'd be super okay with that. I wouldn't complain. The TV baby wouldn't complain. I feel so much closer to the TV now than we used to be. Because quite literally I am, but still it feels very strange. Oh, that was nice. I didn't notice that they'd given us that. I would have probably walked out the floor. Now, I bet they'll give us a guppy item in the next deal with the devil. but it won't be 9 lives. It'll be Guppy's collar. So we have to decide, do we want to be Guppy or do we want to die? Or no, that's phrased wrong. Do we want to be Guppy or do we want to live? Yeah, that's the way you say that. Nisko, what are you doing? Just kill that thing. Kill it! Kill it! With fire. Oh, lovely. Thank you, secret rooms. Thank you. Wow, taking 2 hits there. That was amazingly bad. Well, oh, fuck me. Oh, Jilly, how you doing? I was playing really well for like 2 seconds, and then suddenly not playing very well for many seconds. Ooh, do we want to... This is such a terrible idea, but I think we might want to reroll. On account of we've got no health. And that's usually a problem. Oh, would you stop with the teleporting? I don't want to teleport. I mean, I do, but not like that. Degas? You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just reroll. This was amazing. I am pleased. We can't fly, so we're not Guppy. Okay, that's good to know. That's important. And how are you this lovely evening? Good Jilly? Hopefully life is treating you with all the kindness and respect that you so clearly and dearly deserve. Stop teleporting me. That's not helpful. Now, we do have war. And that's not cool. We do have a lot of red chests, though. And that's very cool. Puberty, don't want it. At my last day of work and excited for the stream. I got that email, and I need to email you back. I am so glad that you are moving on to the next big step in your life. Sounded very excited about it. So that is cool, and I'm going to be looking forward to hopefully lots of cool stories. And also very happy that you're excited for the stream. That is always a pleasant thing to hear. I've got this exploding fly. I don't... Then have a wonderful time test driving your Mazda XCS? No, that's not right. Well, your blue Mazda. Just have a ball with it. Is what we're saying, Des. Give our love to the kidlings. Hopefully they are both healthy and happy. And not causing you excessive amounts of damage. Which is kind of part of a child's remit, I think, is to cause excessive damage to basically everything. I have kind of a dim memory. This wasn't really childhood, I suppose. This is more, not teenager, but not child, kind of in between. But basically went out to the woods with all of my G.I. Joes and a lighter and a bottle of WD-40. Or wait, I guess it'd be a can of WD-40, right? Basically, we made like homemade blowtorches, and we melted our G.I. Joes into very new and interesting body horror shapes. It was totally a thing. My parents were displeased, as well they should be. They had spent money on those G.I. Joe. But really, you know, doesn't every kid have to play with fire at least once in their life just to know that they're alive? No? Yes? Maybe? Kids don't play with fire. Or totally do, but just in a safe fashion. Like, don't actually burn the forest down. I did not. in fact, burn the forest down, thankfully, but, you know, still. All these red chests, and they can't give me a single guppy item. Also, we still remember that we are going down. We're not going up, we're going down. That would be a problem. Guppy? No.
Infested.
Luck down? I think not. I need all the luck that I can get, I'm pretty sure. It's just a guess, but it's one of those guesses I feel pretty safe about. Nah. Now, one negative thing about the small size of my apartment is that when I take breaks, you can actually see into the kitchen, and you can... Well, you'll probably only be able to see my legs, but still. I'm not going to be able to hide the fact that I'm smoking like a chimney. So that's a problem. Just, we'll ignore that, right? I can ask everybody to ignore that. I don't know if that's something that's against, like, the Twitch TOS. Mostly because I don't, like, really give a shit about the Twitch TOS. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Really, though? Really, though? Middle of the kitchen? But I do have enough space for a burner. Which means that I can actually cook. Oh, there was a network error. Please try again. Hey, Twitch. I got something that you could try again, Twitch. But it would be vulgar to say. And Lord knows we're not vulgar here. Ooh. Kinda like it, but at the same time we're gonna skip. Basically the entire apartment is just the one room. Which honestly wouldn't really be a big problem. Like, I actually think the size is kind of nice for what I need an apartment to be. The problem is that there's no storage space at home. So a fair amount of the usable floor space in my apartment is kind of... Like, you can see directly behind me my shelves. They're not really shelves, they're like plastic cargo containers that I keep all my clothes in because, while I do have a closet, it's not robust. You would not call this a robust closet. I wish that there was a Murphy bed, but I just... Oh, I almost went up. That would have been a problem. I've got a futon on my floor that I fold up and I use as kind of a seating pad because there's no place to put it. One room that's a higher number than the amount of versions of Neko Navy on PS4. I'm glad that we've got our Neko Navy out of the way. Good to know that we're still here. We're not vulgar here. We only play the blood and poop game. You know, it's... Both blood and poop are completely natural aspects of life. And we should stop siloing them off and pretending like they're just not for us. We're too good for blood and poop. Please, who are we? It's actually kind of a good question. I think these last 40 minutes are the most English that I've used in 2 weeks, so if I seem slightly more spacey than usual, that would probably be it. My language macros are a bit rusty. Chances of PS4 Neko Navy are likely even shrinking lower by the day, giving Sony's recent clownery, though. Sony, you mean like the whole shutting down the PS3 store and not archiving anything and basically treating the concept of playing old games or why they would be important to keep as a joke? That particular clownery? Or is there new clownery? Because it's Sony, so there's always a chance for new clownery. I'm pretty cheesed off about the whole PS3 thing. Especially since I probably won't be able to pick up a PS3 before the store goes down. I might, but I mean, that would require me to go back to Akihabara, so kinda don't wanna. Akiha is, like, very weeby. May those without blood or poop throw the first stone. So, skeletons, basically. We're going with skeletons, Ludo? Or golems of any number of different stripes? Yeah, I mean... In questions I had never foreseen myself needing to ask, Ludo, do you think flesh golems poop? Asking for a friend. Oh shit. Ah, shit. I mean, flesh golems would definitely have blood, right? That, I think, goes without saying. I mean, unless they're just straight up meat. Like, just a ton of meat. Which they could be. I've never made one myself. Maybe I should try. Fuck's sakes. I wonder where one could get a good recipe for flesh golem. Nothing for me, DB? Nothing at all? It's okay. I don't need you, DB. DB also got nerfed, by the way. DB's pool of payouts is now expanded to include pills and cards, which means your chances of actually getting a black or silver heart have gone down, and it kind of sucks.
The Empress.
Golems are like Jewish folklore, so I don't feel super comfortable making jokes about them, but skeletons, that's fine. Ludo, fair. That is 100% fair. And it's something I should have kept in mind myself. I guess I got kind of wrapped up in the... Like, D&D has got about 12 million different types, because D&D has got to have 12 million different types of everything. But, yes. Thank you for pointing that out. Drop the left hand. They're not going to give us Scuppy. Apparently you can't even update patches on PS3 anymore, so the purge is already underway. I read that, Kronos. I did read that, and that is crap. That's a whole pile of crap. Guppy! Oh, these clowns. These absolute utter clowns. How could you give us 2 Guppy items on the second stage, and then not give us anything else for the rest of the game? How could you tease me like that? Fuck it. Oh, Buttons! Hey, Buttons, it is wonderful to see you. I hope that life is treating you very gently, and thank you for the message the other day. That really meant a lot to me to read. Just, like, stab. We're gonna just stab. We're gonna tank the damage. We might not want to tank the damage too much. I don't know how much health we have, but... Oof! No, I will not do a victory lap. We don't like them. I hope my neighbors don't find me too loud. I mean, there was like the kind of pseudo-scary situation where some ruffian showed up. Not at my apartment, but at the apartment downstairs, I think. Was like slamming on the door and shouting, open up the door, give me my fucking money. That went on for like 2 hours. He was very persistent. I don't know if he ever got his money, so, you know, there's that. Hopefully he did. Hopefully the police didn't need to be called, because fuck the police. Uh, very much an ACAB household here. What did I miss? Kronos is right. I also did not win the card contest. Okay, pretty sure that's all the news within the downtime. I'm sorry to hear that you didn't catch the contest though, Kronos. That's a shame. That's scary, and that is a certified big oof. Ludo, I mean, I figured probably, see, because here's the thing, like, it was 9:30 at night, maybe? So, I'm kind of guessing both the guy and the money were of dubious providence. Because that is kind of outside the scope of most legitimate businesses to be paying a house call, particularly in Japan. The winning entry slap. Oh, for the card contest. Kronos, could I trouble you for a link, a DM link, because I would love to see the winning entries that self a quick smoke, and we'll be right back. It's so weird. I don't know if I like being able to see my legs in the picture there. That's very odd. Twitch, have you gone wonky again? Twitch. Oof. I will take a look at that. I'll open that up right now. Copy link. Yes. Don't worry, TS. He's not smoking. That's just Tokyo smog. Oh, thank you so much, Vines. It's a very fancy skirt. I like this one. I think I might need to do a bit of sewing on it, though. I might have a bit of a hole in it. Wait, is Ludo is smoking against TOS? I mean, I'm over 20 years old. I can legally buy cigarettes. Why, you could cut me in half and I could still legally buy cigarettes. That's depressing. Not really depressing, just, thinking about age. That's one thing about this apartment is that there's no screens on the windows. So it's like, if I open the windows to get airflow, and then the bugs, they can come in, and I don't need the bugs, Get these wee little itty bitty roaches? I'm not down with that. Are these slightly larger, like, they look like a cross between roach and silverfish, while I think technically being neither. I don't need those either. I mean, they're not paying rent, so... Remember, Twitch can only revoke your imaginary smoking license if you want one. Well, I'll make sure not to get that sorted done. I do smoke way down too much though. That's gonna have to kind of draw a bow on that one. Eventually, like previous cadet, I think. It's not a sexy call. I just checked. It seems it indicates to us to smoke on screen, as long as you're not doing anything illegal. Thank you very much, Buttons, for checking out. And the possibility of doing anything illegal like that in Japan is earth-shatteringly low, so I guess we're safe. I certainly don't see them changing the drugs policies anytime soon. Wouldn't want to add competition to the beer industry. Should be chili. I got this chili recipe. It's just sitting there. Water is the source of all life. Or hopefully at least the source of my throat not going to crap. Because I kind of need my throat. I don't need my throat, I suppose. I could rent it out. Maybe make a couple quick bucks. I don't know who would need a rental throat, though. Card art contest winner selection. Oh, that's cute. She's dressed like a banana. And she's in a banana mobile. And more banana... Kronos, is like the banana a whole thing? Because it seems like a lot of bananas going on here. Yeah, some of these are really nice looking cards, actually, yeah. Oh, I like that Lucky Sevens card. The third place for Lucky Sevens is pretty slick. Cool. Alright, let's get back into this. Let's see if we can do... There are handfuls of cards within specific themes. The banana was on one of them. Oh, it's the Forgotten. We can do this. Forgotten is... no issues with Forgotten. We've never lost a run with Forgotten. Never ever. And anyone who implies that we've ever lost a run with Forgotten is obviously suffering under bad memory. That's what it is. Just bad memory. Yeah. Where's my bomb? Oh, you fucker. Somebody set us up the bomb, but they didn't give us one. Yeah. Ishibucho, would you fuck off? Thank you. Yeah. Laptop. Why? Laptop, no. Shite.
Perks.
Perks? I don't need perks. Oh, fudge. I really wanted to get that heart. Come on. Come on, then, if you got the stones. If you got the jubblies. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I suppose we can make a guess at it. Where... Would you stop? Oh, you fucker! Oh, you absolute dog. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it, and it happened anyways. I am filled with disappointment. God bless it. Why did... You know, just why? That's all I want to know is why. Why Curse of the Maze? Laptop, the stream is not buffering, so why do you keep going into... Hi, brain. There is a lot of lag, but there's no reason that we should be going into screensaver without any buffering going on. It's gonna take a couple more, I think, streams before I really know how I feel about this network connection. Ludo, have a very safe trip to the grocery. I hope that you get all of the deliciosity that you need. All the gastrointestinal fortitudinalism. Thank you. Oh, they gave us a belt. I don't need a fucking belt. I got 2 belts already, damn it. Grocery shopping can be fun. I don't mind grocery shopping myself. You gotta go at like really weird off hours though, or the stores are really busy and you can't avoid people and it's kind of scary. What with the plague and all. Blah! Come here. Come here. Come here. We have no bombs. What am I thinking? Why would I assume that we'd go in that room? Is that a good coming out of lockdown, or is that a bad coming out of lockdown, Des? Because I recall that the UK has not been handling the plague well. Gonna be rammed this weekend. That doesn't sound fun. That doesn't sound fun at all. Good, but it could spike again. We've got spikes over here, currently. I know Osaka was over 1,000, like the day after I left. Go Osaka. No Osaka. Kids need shoe fitting too. Long queue? Oh, long queues. Well, I mean, you know, do the kids really need shoes? They could be like hobbits. You could encourage them to grow very fuzzy feet. And the hair on their feet, because the hobbits, they have hair on the bottoms of their feet, to protect them from all harm. I think that's how that worked. I haven't read The Hobbit in like ages. Every shop is going to be packed. Like, it's cheaper too. See? You know, this one trick that shoemakers hate will save you so much money. Yeah. Fudge. Alright, we're gonna leave that silver heart there because I think what we want to do is steal. Theft is, after all, 9/10 of the law. And now we get another speed up because what we really needed in this run, what this run really needed to sing, was a speed up. Small shoes isn't small price. No, I would imagine not. I remember, my niece and nephew, like, they just went through shoes like a hot knife through butter. And I remember the mum, like, complaining an awful lot about that. Oh. What, we have Curse of the Maze again. 3 floors in a row we've got Curse of the Maze. Why? Game, why? Oh, you bastards. Ooh. Curved horn, though. he didn't even have the good sense to give me a bomb. We found a major bug in Sackthing's adventure. Is it a game breaker? I mean, it is a sumo game, so I guess just finding the one major bug is probably an accomplishment. There should be like a trophy associated with that. Fucking fuck. Okay, Disco. Could you not, though? Could you actually not? Yes, blow up these rocks. Blow them up, my darlings. Blow them up. Blow them. No? Not gonna do that for me? Just gonna tease me like this? Oh, that's okay though. Ah! A Little Lucianist played in co-op, got through 85% of the game with me and his sister. Uh-oh. I got a feeling that there's gonna be like a nasty butt here. He's no trophies and 0% progress. Oh, well that's very sumo-esque. Sumo doesn't seem to really understand how to track progress in games. I would imagine he's pretty heckin' disappointed about that too. I mean, I know I would be. That's not the kind of bomb that I need, game. It's not the kind of bomb that I need. Come here. This is local co-op with me and Jacinta on the PSN. I remember you were having a bunch of trouble with... Wait though. I had a bomb. Where did my bomb go? Servers are still down. I am exquisitely not shocked by that, Kronos. I mean, the early statements by Sumo and Sony stank of CYA, so... Crap. No! I'm getting controller drift again. I need a red heart, though. Why do you tease me like this? Thank you. Thank you. That was what I was asking for. I don't know. Like, car battery's really nice, but we got nothing to use it with. Maps. I think we definitely go with maps. That's... I just caught the, your comment there, Des, and getting in touch is probably a good first step. Hopefully they won't be jerks about it. See, making little kids sad. Sumo, why you gotta be like that? Alright, we have seen the item... I exquisitely do not need any more teleportation, game. Like, honestly though, teleportation was so last year. Now it's polymorph or bust. Or polymorph for bust, you know, because why not? Thank you. Book of Seven Sins. Yeah, fuck it, let's take it. Now I wish I had taken car battery. clearly that was my mistake. Can I... Where's the red heart? Actually, though, like, what is it? Way the fuck over there? Thanks a lot, game. Thanks a whole effing lump. And you think secret room? I mean, it feels like a secret room. I was wrong. I was totally wrong, and I deserved to waste that bomb. I mean, we don't have that many keys. Fuck it. Let's just do it. This was a mistake. This was a terrible mistake. Now, Mega Maw, though. Really, though. Oh, fudge. I didn't want to open you. I didn't want to open you. Mega Maw, I need you to just die. Like, any second now would be great. Have you considered death? Just, I mean, just as an off question. I'm not saying you gotta, but have you thought about it? No. Please do not fart on me anymore. Nobody asked for this. Thank you. And not even a single key. Just the temerity on display here is off the charts. Unprecedented. Key? No? Okay. It's cool. Who needs keys? Really? When you get down to it, how necessary are keys? Could you just die? I really don't want to do every room, but I feel like we do need the charges.
One makes you larger.
Yeah, okay. Was exactly what I was looking for. Big me. Gosh. Blessed just kind of don't want to help me out at all, do ya? That's okay, game. I will have my revenge. And you'll know when that happens, because I'll send a note, because I'm polite. I'll be like, hey game, how about this Wednesday? 5 o'clock, revenge? Sound good? It'll just ghost me. Blackheart? Okay. I mean, there's worse things that we could get than a Blackheart. I do have to say, though, that Mom's Mascara is actually kind of pulling for us. I don't think I've gotten such good luck with Charm before. At least, quite infrequently. Usually, enemies get charmed and it does, like, basically nothing for us. Thank you. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do I want to go all the way up and pick up that red heart? And the answer is probably yes. But it is a pain in the butt. And who has time for that? I mean, apparently we do. Those chests, they just mock me. I'm being mocked by chests. The rudeness. The unmitigated gall. Hello, key. Alright, so at least we get the item room. Or do we want to go to the do we want to go to the item room? We totally wanted to go to the shop. God, just... You know, sometimes... Sometimes you gotta sit back and say, okay, that's just the way this run is gonna be. And that's fine. We are fine with that. If the run it doesn't want to help, it just doesn't want to help. That's cool. School's cool. I do not need this silver heart. Do you not notice that I have a full flotilla of black hearts? Basically, the game's just being rude at this point. Okay. Okay. Alright. If we must, then we must, and that's, you know, it's perfectly acceptable. We'll kill Gertie eventually. It's gonna take a couple years, but, you know. Oh, it's Claire! How you doing, Claire? Hopefully life is treating you very gently. And treating your family very gently as well. I don't want it, honestly. I know, Hiruna, it's well, first off, it's wonderful to see you, Hiruna. I hope that you're doing very, very well. I hope that the post-uni life is treating you very kindly. This is our first Tokyo stream, and I think I actually made a mistake in my introduction. I think I said I was still in Osaka. It's the first Tokyo stream, so I thought, you know, it'd be... because it's kind of special. Thought we would do this face cam. I don't know if this is something that we're going to continue doing. I might save this just for special occasions, but you know, for now. What? How's your kayaking game going, by the way? I noticed that you had put in... Hello, Brain Meats. I noticed that you put in a screenshot on LSRS. And it was like a giant rubber duck. I don't know if the rubber duck was the kayak itself, or if that's like a special character that you can unlock. My new emote is live, and I get to come hang with you this morning. It's a good morning. Thank you so much, Claire. It's very kind of you to say. And I'm glad that you find this an enjoyable and comfortable morning hangout. Oh, is this, The emote that you've got here, the Haya emote, is that your new one? Funny thing is, I sort of knew you'd flub the Osaka part, but I kept quiet for weeks so I wouldn't ruin it. I mean, it was a given. Kronos, it was a given. I think even if you had reminded me, I probably still would have forgotten. It's a big rubber ducky, yes. Is like the big rubber ducky classic mode. More of a funny developer brain fart that might become an Easter egg. Okay. Easter eggs are always fun. Did you have a rubber ducky in a previous level? One of your LBP levels, perhaps? Oh, you bastards. Why must you do this to me? This run is not... It's not a bad run, but it's got no flavor. Like, there's just nothing... There's no oomph to this run. Huh? I gotta try some runs with the alt version of Forgotten and Repentance, because it's really weird. It's cool, but it's really weird. Like, instead of being a dual character like this, you play as, like, the soul form, but the soul form, I think, can't shoot. And the bone form is just like a pile of bones, and you pick it up and throw it at things. I've played the challenge that's associated with that one, and it's kind of a hoot. Although it's really freaking tough. I think all of the challenges so far have been pretty hard. The only one that was kind of easy was PtaER Run. Although PtaER Run was fun. I put a regular sized rubber duck just to get more toys to grab while kayaking. Then before I knew it, there was a big one. Somebody cast giant growth on the rubber duck, is what you're saying? I'm totally not picking that up because that is totally garbage. That's not even fun garbage, it's just trash. I wonder if my reflection got a buff in Repentance. Because I know some items have been buffed. Gosh, this is all such garbage. Why? How could I stop myself from buying this? I can't even use potato peeler. That's... Jumper cables are good. We could do something with jumper cables. Come on. Give me something cool. These are not cool. That's cool-esque. I don't think it's ever going to help us, but we'll take it because... I mean, who doesn't want giant flies? I'm going to post an actual semi-serious video of actual VR kayaking. I kind of have to anyways if I want to show it off for the local indie showcase. Now, like, this local indie showcase, is that something that you could get funding from? Or is this kind of just like a networking type of thing? Stick drift, why though? I really don't want to have to buy a new controller. They're freaking expensive.
Hematemesis.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Hematemesis. Well, that's certainly a good thing to have, though. I almost just ran into Monster 2, because that's apparently how we play now. Could you... But actually... Jiro-san, if you could just, die? I think that'd be pretty clutch. I totally deserve that. That was bad plays all around. Okay though, but really, thank you. Yeah, no, we want marrow. Marrow is good. Laptop is bad. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna win this run. I don't think that's the problem. But yeah, it's just not doing it for me. No, we don't want that. Frickin' frock. No PayPal, no donations. What PS point do you take, US or Japan preferred? Oh, Des, you don't have to do that. You're totally sweet for suggesting it, but... Please, please, just... Click here to reload player. Scope. Why would you think that that was a good idea? Ah! I'd rather do that than give Twitch my money. That's totally fair. It's totally fair. I'll tell you what. I'll DM you and kind of words. I know words. Words are totally a thing that I do. I'll DM you and we'll work something out. Try to figure out the most amenable, I suppose, for everybody. No. I want to monkey around my laptop, but this is not the time to be doing it. I have 3 paying subs on my Twitch, but told them not to bother as it goes to Twitch and not me. Yeah, I mean, I think listening to some other folks who stream, and it seems like actually getting money off Twitch, like in a reliable fashion, is like you have to be pretty big. You have to have like a lot of subs before it starts to matter. Oh, for fucks. They only pay out after a certain amount. Oh god. That's even worse than I thought. I'll take BFF, so... I don't think it's gonna help us. At the same time, why not? This is all trash. Oh god. Why did that happen? Mostly because I wasn't paying attention. Yes. But also no? This is a terrible idea and I should not be doing it. Which is why we're totally doing it. Generally speaking, making a living off streaming requires full attention and a sizable following. That sounds about right, yeah. I know Honey Bunny's been kind of... I don't want to say pushing, because I don't think that's quite the right word, but... Like, she thinks it's a really good idea. She's been, like, suggesting, and I've been trying to kind of... Because when people give you advice, you don't want to just, like, shit on them. But I've been trying to explain why it's a lot harder than it might initially seem to do streaming as a job. I mean, even outside of the, like, the making money part of it, I don't think I've got the spoons to manage, like, a full-time stream. Like, a real deal Holyfield kind of thing. Because it just seems like a lot. Yeah, well, it's just not gonna really help us out with the drops. That's okay, game. That's okay, game. You don't, I mean, you don't have to bring the A game every time. You can give us bum runs every now and then. I forgive you. Going all in seems risky. Yeah. Because, I mean, you're kind of laying it all out. And there's still no guarantee that it's actually going to go anywhere. I mean, the few folks that I know, or that at least that I follow, not that, like, I know them personally, God, the stick drift, who actually make a go of it, and it's a secondary source of information. It's a secondary source of income. Like, it's not something that they can do as a full-time. And they have followings, like, relatively, for me, what I would consider significant numbers in chat. I think you're absolutely right, Buttons. Because I think the more that you stream and the kind of the bigger that you get, then the more likely that you're just going to kind of develop a gravitational field for random assholes. Like, we get random folks in chat here every now and then, but it's exceptionally an every now and then, and of those folks, the number that have turned out to be jerks has been, I could probably count on one hand. I don't get, like, a lot of engagement with my tweets, and frankly, I'm fine with that. But I think, like, once you have a name, even if it's like a small name, like, you're not, you know, big deal, you're not like Northern Lion, but big enough that you've got a footprint, I think you just kind of start to suck in people like that. And then just the process of kind of like filtering and making sure that you've got your life separated from this thing that you do, I've got the feeling it's probably an awful lot to deal with. Thank you so much, Hiduna. I do as well. Like, one of the big reasons I'm not interested in being big, because I don't think that... I think the larger that a community is, the less it's able to be tight-knit like this. Just because there's too many people in the mix. Y'all are sweetums. I hope you know that. Also, personally, it'd kind of suck if the regular chat had 100 or more people, because it'd drown out pretty much everything we have to say. Exactly. Kronos, that is exactly the thing. And the streamer as well, like, can't really... I think it's hard for the streamer to engage with people because there's just so much going on at any given time. For me, huge swaths of people in big streamers' chats are just chaotic abyss of evil. I think they can be. I think that... Like, I feel like you and your mod team, the streamer and the mod team, like, really need to be on top of chat. It can devolve pretty quickly into something that's going to be pretty uncomfortable for everybody who's not an asshole. And that's just, like, that's just a lot to deal with. Magician... I don't think Magician helps us at all, really. So we're gonna let that go. God, this run is just going on? It's never gonna stop. I don't bother to chat in big streamers' chats. I mostly watch them like I would watch a YouTube video at that point. Yeah. I could definitely see that. I haven't really been in anybody's like streams recently. Because for me it's really hard not to try and engage. Not necessarily with the streamer themselves, because you know they've got other things on their plates depending on what they're doing. But like with conversation, excuse me, that was a nice break. Streamer chats is more of a single entity over the individuals within it. I think once you progress to a certain size, absolutely. Oh my god. Oh, we're not doing this boss well. I think Matriarch actually got nerfed in Repentance, which is like super appreciated because Matriarch is a terrible boss. I think the machine gun attack is much slower. Please though. Please, my run it is so weak. Oh, did we lose that Eternal Heart too? We totally did. Ha! Come on, run. You can do it. You can give us something. Just give us something, run. Give us something neat. Like, even Dr. Fetus. And Dr. Fetus is a questionable item at best, but I would be more than happy to play golf with Dr. Fetus. That feels like one of the more absurd things that I've ever had to say, but it remains true. Give me 1 second, Kronos. Let me kill the hell out of these things. What did I miss? I'm curious. Have you seen the Grandparent in Risk of Rain 2 yet? I have not, Kronos. You can see when the stick is drifting like that, and I hate it. Has Risk of Rain 2 gotten... Like, the console hasn't been updated yet, right? But I definitely can't play it on my laptop. My laptop is just not... It's just not beefy enough. Dunk the Fetus feels like a body horror basketball like minigame. I love that. Hirunda, I love that. I feel like you get some mileage out of that. Stores being shut down, not like games are decades old or way past it, only 2 gens. What did I... Anyone play Final Fantasy MMO on PS4, PS5? Okay. I mean, I know, like, your saga with the PS5, Des, but, Does your anger with Sony extend to the Final Fantasy MMO? Or, like, is there a step that I'm missing? Because I feel like there's a step that I'm missing. I become ever more confused, and I love it. Don't feel like my confusion is a bad point, but I'm very confused. Like, is Puppeteer's a class then? I'm gonna guess. That's 100% legit. Does Sony has not managed to cover themselves in glory, which honestly is kind of common for Sony, but
One makes you large.
it seems like they've really kind of mucked up the whole release thing with PS5 and the way that they're handling the archiving in PS3, which is to say by not handling the archiving in PS3. Yeah, there's plenty of things to be angry about. All because Sony's CSO outright baffling old games are ugly and bad mentality. I hated that, Kronos. I super hated that. I mean, even if that were true, and it very much depends on like what game you're talking about. Like, just from a preservation of history sense, that's worth it alone. This says to Claire, do you need PS4 version, then download the PS5 version in beta to try it on PS5? And that's still unfinished business on the PS3. I really want a number of my games on PS3, but one of them... did Siren ever have a physical release? Siren Blood Curse / Siren New Translation if you're playing in Japan? Because I don't think, at least in Japan, I don't think I ever saw a physical copy of Siren. And it's like it's a really good game. It's one of the few games that actually made me feel really tense when playing it. And it's gonna be a shame if that's just gone completely. Back just in time to say capitalism bad. I mean, it's always the right time to say capitalism bad, Ludo. Because it so often is. Oh crap, oh crap. Yeah, saw that coming. Oh Jesus. Are we gonna do this? We're totally gonna do this? I hate that. I do not like that at all. I hate that as well. Okay. We may have fucked up. No, there should be enough... There should be enough black hearts to save us from our own terrible choices in life. See, Des says, the fact my kid's saves can't come over for PS4, not for Lucian as he's too young for a PSN account, but still poor oversight from Sony. There's so many things that Sony does that you could lay that on. But the way that they've handled out the whole save thing that you've been talking about is shockingly bad. Chrono says all they had to do was make PS5 compatible with older games, that was it, but instead, not only did they not do that, they also doubled down and decided that we can't have nice things anymore. Yeah, I mean, you've got the nail on the head, pretty much, Kronos. I don't think Sony is particularly interested in us having nice things. Especially not nice things that, like, we have to buy right now. Oh, I didn't want to do this room. This is a terrible room. Or a completely easy room, I guess. One of those two. I thought we had more black hearts sitting around. This says, poorly poorly implemented system, bad user experience, poor user interface design. So I'm going to my Xbox because it works. I'm not glad that I didn't have the money to engage in, you know, PS5 shenanigans yet, but I am kind of glad that I didn't get a PS5, because I think I would have found it exceedingly frustrating. Just keeping the PS5 for exclusives, everything else on Xbox, or I'm building a PC. That's what I mean, that's what I ought to do one of these days. Like, just put together a rig that I could do streaming from. Get myself a capture card. I mean, I'm not gonna jump ship to Xbox just because it would require a pretty significant buy-in at this point, but yeah, I don't know, like, see, my only issue with PC stuff is I don't understand it, and it needs to be, like, fiddled with a lot, it seems like. I'd be afraid I'm gonna break it. Oh, skins! Des says the interface is so small I have to squint. Okay. PCs have their own curse with the whole graphic cards price hike. I saw that because, like, they're using the graphic cards to mine bitcoins or some shit like that. Also, Kittens, I've missed you as well. I hope that you are doing very, very well tonight. I hope that Andrew as well is doing very well tonight. That life is treating you as gently as you deserve, which is pretty damn gentle. I'm just gonna throw that out there, but I feel like I could lay odds on that and I would win. All the stuff that I've got for PS4, because you'd have to go in on the games as well, right? I mean, of course. Also, 50-inch screen is pretty huge, guys. I don't think I could. I don't know where I would put a 50-inch screen if I were to actually have one. Yeah, I need this run to be over so that we could have a fun run. It's your living room TV. Now I have this image that, like, your living room is actually larger than my entire apartment. Which, if that is the case, good on ya. But even, like, I think even my smallest apartment in the States was bigger than this apartment. Kind of missed that apartment. That was a nice one. You need to buy a 50-inch wall for your 50-inch screen. That would be a start, yeah. I think the bitrate drops might be the real issue with legibility. Huh. That's interesting, Ludo. I hadn't really thought about that. How would those two things mix together? 30 or 40 in another room. Previous owners extended the living room into a conservatory. This is the first time I've ever heard anybody use the word conservatory in relation to their own residence. Like, the only time I've ever used that word was to talk about Clue, or Cluedo, if you're not from the US. I wasn't 100% sure that conservatories actually existed. Oh, fudge. Oh, God bless it. I'm not losing this run. I have just cursed myself. I have said the worst possible thing that I could have possibly said. One second. I want to look at chat, but I need to kill Isaac. So that's kind of a problem. I have 20/20 plus eyesight, but when those bits get crushed because of your low bitrate, I can't read anything. Huh. Hirunda says just a giant tile of drywall that makes for the most portable big screen. Well, you know, saying that, Hirunda, if you had one of those projectors, like, you could totally do that. Just, like, carry around your slab of drywall and your projector. And then you could have a big screen TV everywhere you go. Okay. Isaac, though. Isaac, thank you. This run is killing me. Lower bitrate equals less sharp image. This was the thing that I did not know. Ludo, thank you so much. I feel like I have learned a thing, and I like that. I think the bitrate is... Oh! Okay, so you're talking about the text on screen here. Gotcha. Yes, now I understand completely, and you're right? Oh, I'm not dying. Death is not acceptable here. I do think that we're gonna save the webcam stuff for just special occasions from now on. It also crushes the game capture and thus the UI. These are good things for me to know on your end. Because I'm not seeing anything on my end because the video player won't load anymore. Which does make me worry a little bit for when we're playing more graphically intense games. Like, if that's even going to be a thing that we can do. Basically, it's compressing the feed. Alright. I am on the trolley now. Plus, if the apartment is as cramped as you say, it's probably best to cut for the time being if it makes you self-conscious during breaks. I mean, honestly, not super self-conscious. I'm more self-conscious just kind of having my face on the screen. But yeah, like I said, this is... It's not going to be a regular thing by any means. I'm kind of glad, though, that I did get the chance to test it out and decide that it wasn't as scary as I assumed it was going to be. Because I had been quite nervous about, like, being on screen. That'll be something that I check on the next break. If I can go into the... Crumbs. Let me know if we end up in podcast mode, because I just got a notice that the connection quality isn't strong enough to actually stream. Podcast mode. I wonder... Okay, can I... Advanced settings. I want to know if I can turn off the video. Okay, let's try that. I don't know if this is going to help, but you know, maybe. Let me know if that brings the video back up. Because I just turned off the webcam. Maybe that'll be okay. We're still in podcast mode for now. Well, that makes me feel very salty. I am very salty indeed. Because I don't want to have to deal with SoftBank. I hate dealing with phone companies. SoftBank is the old phone provider, but they do the internet as well. That's a good point, Kronos, and to everybody. Definitely, if you are needing hydration, please be on top of that. Do my shots not hit the wall anymore? Whatever. Let's wrap this. Let's wrap this run. Hopefully we won't be too podcasty, but if we do need to be podcasty for a little bit, I'm sure there's at least a story or two that I could tell from my first 10 days in Tokyo. Because it's been a lot. Just tank the fucker. Just tank it. Almbo die. I know, right? It's gone by much... like... both... more rapidly and more slowly than I expected. Ludo says, my solution to getting a stable internet for streaming was to buy a good 4G hotspot. Better than a lot of WLAN. How much does a 4G hotspot cost? Like, I mean, not that I'm in a spot to be buying anything large at the moment, but no, I couldn't. Hidunda, I so wanted to do something with the chicken skelly, but there was no way it was going to be I could transport it. Like, it was just way too fragile. Even with packing peanuts, the wings would have come off, I'm pretty sure. I tried to give it to my piercer, but his shop was closed. And then I tried to give it to my tattooist, but he had the day off of work for family stuff. So finally I just took it to a park near a school and left it in the park in the hopes that some weird kid like myself would find it and take it home to mom. You know, because you get these weird-ass stories in your life, and sometimes you need to give those stories back to people. So, like, some kid hopefully will find the chicken skelly, and that will be... Oh, DJ! Pleasure to see you, DJ. Pleasure as always. Gosh, I hope I'm not being too loud. I really, really do. You came in at an imperfect time, because I am going to be taking a break in just a second. Ludo says it's about $100 here. A lot of mobile providers here let you pay it off in rates. Well, $100 isn't that bad, but I am going to take a really quick break. I'm going to get some water down my throat, have myself a smoke, a bit of a stretch. I encourage all of you to get yourself some water, a soup, a sandwich, a chicken skelly, whatever it is that you need during this particular 5-minute period. Please handle that. Hopefully the podcast sign will be gone by the time that we come back, but, you know, who knows, really. ears are all sweaty too. That's just gross. I can imagine the 4G network in Tokyo is pretty strong. It may well be, Ludo. I don't know, it's kind of weird, like, Wi-Fi coverage is pretty wonky. But I usually don't have trouble with it, like, with the phone when the phone is on 4G. Provided that I, pay my bills. Which is important. Hidden says, I think I'll drop off the stream. Got a holiday trip tomorrow to get up early for. Hidden, I hope that you have a wonderful and safe trip. I hope that you have a lot of fun. It's always a pleasure to have you in. And you're always welcome to come back whenever you can. But please sleep well tonight. Holiday trip. Talk about the creepy guy. That's a story. I told that story a little bit on Twitter. We could talk about the creepy guy. I had another guy come up to me today. He wasn't creepy though. He was really nice. But still, this is not a thing that happened in Osaka. I don't know how I should feel about it. I mean, neither of them were hitting on me, so that's okay, but, still kind of a little uncomfortable to have random strangers just come up and start talking at you. Just a little bit. Sorry about that, Ludo. I don't want to shout, but I'm close enough to the mic that I feel like I need to be talking. Podcast mode. Why must you do this to me? Internet? Why must you tease me? Teasing. That's okay. It's okay. We do podcasts sometimes. It's podcast time. Maybe a stream restart without webcam would do it. It would be a split video, because I can't stitch them together anymore. But it might not be a bad idea, Let me finish this cigarette and chew that over in my brain. It does seem that the webcam is causing trouble, because when we did the last couple of streams, we had webcam on, and they got pretty wonky as well. So, yeah. Even with the fiber optic, it didn't seem like it was handling it very well. I gotta send that shit back, by the way. Because technically I was only renting that equipment. Rented it for like 5 years, but whatever, I guess. Alright, I do think that we're going to give Ludo's idea a shot. Gonna stop the stream and then restart it in about a minute. Hopefully less. Hopefully it won't take that much time to actually get rerunning again. But stick around in chat if you are in chat, because we'll be back in just a few moments.